I don't care how much chemistry your relationship has. Really don't. It will not last without these two core things. Commitment and consistency are the two artery pieces that are often missing as to why the relationships with the best chemistries don't last and make it to the finish line or don't make it as far as they can go. Heck, those two things are the key ingredients as to why people have this euphoric and just, blissful experience in the honeymoon phase, right? This whole fantasy like thing to where your chemistry is really high. That's why you're in so much love with this person up front, right? It's so amazing. You worship the ground they walk on because they're perfect for you because the chemistry is awesome, right? It's there and it's everything it needs to be. But that's exactly why after you come out of that phase, things start to maybe go downhill if your relationship is not maintaining that, right? It's the very reason why people feel like they're dating or with the representative in the beginning because all the chemistry things are firing off, right? And all the chemistry balances or chemical balances inside of you are firing off as well, right? In that beginning phase, all the, dopamine and oxytocin hit is going right through you, right? You're so, excited for this whole experience. But all along the way, when it starts getting to a point to where, it's more serious, right? And it's supposed to be making that transition to something that evolves to the next stage. That commitment and consistency piece is not present and not worked through your fabric of your relationship dynamic. It's not a muscle built within both of you or one of you. And that's what starts causing the downfall of your relationship. And see, that downfall of your relationship is really the deterioration of your chemistry. See, your chemistry is a byproduct of more harmonious and seamless connectivity, right? It means you kind of fit more easily with someone in a lot of different core areas that matter. You don't have to do a lot of inorganic work to try to make you guys work together as a unit. It kind of just flows, right? But the only thing that keeps that fluidity as such is you being consistent, right? Your chemistry is heavily reliant and dependent on consistency. Because if you stop doing the things that made that chemistry do what it did in the beginning, then now the chemistry starts to die because the actual components that made it so, chemically balanced or blended is not present anymore. And that's exactly what happens to people in that honeymoon phase, right? You show up and you feel like you're dating the representative once you look back on it because you're like, oh man, it was so great back then and now it's not. But what happens is in that honeymoon phase, all of those best characteristics are pulled to the forefront because you're so happy and giddy about this other person. So all the qualities and characteristics that actually does blend with them in the best ways comes out and theirs comes out as well. But if you have not been building that muscle of being consistently that person and being dedicated to that person that you were in the beginning, then now it starts to taper off and wane, right? This is why it's so important to make a commitment to your partner, a verbal declaration. Put it out there as to who you're going to be, what you're going to commit to, your side of the equation you're going to uphold so you can hold yourself accountable and keep maintaining the same actions and activities that you were doing in that beginning space of time consistently to actually keep your side of the chemistry flowing. And your partner must do the same. Whenever one or both of you falls off of this trail, everything goes to pieces. So if you need help identifying where the chemistry got off track for you in your relationship and learn how to recommit to it and the consistency required to rebuild it, email or DM me the word coaching and we'll get to work as long as you're truly ready to put the work in. If you're not ready for one-on-one coaching, don't have the time or the space for it, then email or DM me the word revival to join my relationship revival hub community where you can learn the same things I teach my clients one-on-one at your own pace on your own time through my live weekly coaching lessons and Q&A sessions, that you can watch the replay for if you can't be there in real time, and all my exclusive content I make just for my members in the community to where I don't make it for anyone else outside of that, to where I have time to answer your questions directly, and all my coaching resources that helps you learn how to build healthy relationships, resolve conflict, and the whole nine. Either way, do something to get in the race. Let's get it.